Hi guys, Robin Wilding here from the Realtor Pipeline, and today we are going to talk about what is a pipeline. So let's get started. So a pipeline is basically just a way to build your business. So a pipeline means you're going to have deals and deals and deals and deals and deals coming in over the long term. Now, how do you build that pipeline? Well, of course, there's a number of ways. Number one, you of course want to work your own database and sphere first. Also, working your own sphere is going to give you a lot of background in how to really convert people into clients. So if you haven't done that yet, definitely do that first, and then look into other methods. So other methods, of course, include offline options like open houses, just going out on the street and meeting people, door knocking, networking at events. However, I know a lot of realtors, they don't have the time to do it, or they're just not involved in that many things, or door knocking isn't for them. Maybe they've tried open houses, but it didn't really work. So in order to expand beyond your sphere, which is really going to keep you capped at earning a certain amount, you need to generate leads in some type of way. Now, my specialty is Facebook ads, generating leads through Facebook ads. If you haven't checked out my platform, definitely do that now or at the end of the video. It's www.therealtorpipeline.com. Now, the reason I called it the Realtor Pipeline is it's just that. It's about building a pipeline. It's about, number one, getting leads, and then converting those leads, and then also the different technologies that will help you keep track of them, and also some basic calculations on how you do determine things like ROI, which is return on investment, and how you calculate how much money you're going to make in a given year. And you can either do that based on how many deals you already have in your pipeline, or you can reverse engineer that, and you can say, okay, I want to make $100,000 a year, and my average deal in my area is, let's say, $10,000. So you need 10 deals a year. How are you going to get those? Well, some of it is going to come from your sphere and friends and family, referrals, that sort of thing. But if you haven't reached that yet already with your current database of friends, clients, and referrals, then you're not going to do it without doing something else. To reach that goal, you need to think, okay, if I want 10 deals a year, or maybe you want 10 more deals a year, you need to think, okay, so how many leads am I going to need to get that many? Even a not that great converter should be able to convert at least 1% of their leads. So if you're not the best at converting, well, first I would check out my training on it. But if you're not the best at converting, definitely think about getting 100 leads per client. If you're pretty good at converting and you can get 2%, you only need 50 leads to get a client. If you can convert it 3% or 4%, that number goes down and down. Don't only focus on how many leads you're getting, but also how many you're converting. Now, even a great converter is going to convert maybe a maximum of 1 in 25 leads. So if you want one more deal a month, you're going to need 25 leads if you're an amazing converter. You're going to need 100 if you're just sort of getting started and learning how to do better at it. And that figure and getting those leads will lead you to a pipeline full of deals. If you have the right leads and the right volume of leads and the right tools and the right conversion techniques, you're going to be able to build a pipeline to however much you want to make. Of course, based on how much you want to work and how much time you have available. Can you make $200,000 a year? Yes. Will you have a great social life? Maybe not. So look at your pipeline in terms of how much money you want to make, but also think about how busy you want to be, because it's not only working with the clients, but it's also generating the leads, converting them into meetings, clients, and then of course closing all the deals as well. In a nutshell, that's what a pipeline is. Just building your business. If you haven't checked out my platform yet, it's therealtorpipeline.com, and it can show you how to get the leads. It can show you how to convert the leads at a much higher number than maybe you're doing now. And then on top of getting the leads and converting the leads, it's also going to show you how to build that pipeline and what calculations to use. So if you haven't checked it out yet, do that now. And for more tips and tricks, if you haven't done it yet, and you're on my YouTube channel, look down for the subscribe button, hit subscribe, and you will stay in the know with all the tips and tricks you need to build your pipeline, generate leads, and everything in between.